When we use dehumanizing language, it says much more about us than the people that we're railing against. And I think, honestly, it chips away at our soul.
Addison, what are your thoughts?
There is something that innately happens with terms that we use to refer to groups, and it's called pejoration, where if that group is in the margins already, then sometimes the basic words we're already using, the proper words to describe them, become more negative in how we perceive them. And it's unfortunate because often these terms are the correct labels, and even that can start to feel dehumanizing. So that's just I want to say that this is something that it requires complex strategies to push back against. It doesn't even have to happen intentionally. Dehumanizing language happens automatically based on perception.
Mm-hmm. Ross, what are your thoughts? What comes to mind?
Yeah, I see this happening so much. It's whenever we say they did this, they did that. And I think a lot of the antidote is to talk in person and hear their why.
Go a little bit deeper into that why part.
Yeah, say whatever makes them a they, whether it's their philosophy on life or country of origin or status in this country or whatever. Just hear where they came from. What is your story that brought you to here? If it's an ideological difference, then you just be like, okay, what were the steps that brought you? What were the stories that you were told or saw that brought your mind to this place, so that you can identify with them, you can empathize with them on a human level.
Yeah. Addison, what are your reaction to that?
Well, I think that's nice because often it's harder to be unkind to an individual. And once you assign that person individuality, your respect for them increases. And often people will be like, well, you're now the exception. But if they met every person in the group, then they would all become exceptions. For the average person. And sometimes just hearing the story of one person from the group can improve our perception of the entire group. So
yeah, that's a good point. Being kind of an anomaly, is that what you mean?
Well,
to their expectation, anomaly to their expectation.
Let's just create a hypothetical situation in which people here's a great example. People were saying awful things last year about Haitian immigrants in Ohio. And part of the challenge is that Haitian immigrants in America don't have, and this is often the case for folks, they don't have maybe like a spokesperson who's a celebrity who's from Haiti, or they don't have a ton of visibility, right? They're working in their communities. They're tending to their daily lives. They don't have that visibility to say like, oh, hi, I'm here. I'm someone you like and trust. If you ran into me in regular life, you would think only positive things about me. So the challenge is it's hard to get your story out sometimes if you're in a marginalized group. But I bet if more people saw a Haitian person in front of them, or that story on television or in social media, they'd say, oh, that guy seems really nice, or he's just like a person I actually know, or oh my gosh, I didn't realize that people I know Haitians. I'm so foolish, and I'm not going to say bad things about that group anymore.
Yeah, I like that. That's a really good point, is when you live with people, if you have no experience with them, then I don't know if it's a gullibility thing or just something else. There probably are multiple factors, but if the leaders of your tribe are telling you something about a group that you have no experience with, I mean, did you see that? I mean, you were in Afghanistan, so did you see that in terms of how America talked about people there?
Well, sometimes it can end up splitting. Those who really intend to hate somebody can double down in the face of seeing that person directly. So some people can become more hateful. I think the key is peeling off those people who actually just are misinformed or ignorant. And I mean ignorant in the way of like, listen, they are still doing a mean thing, but it's for lack of knowing alternatives. And even me personally, found that while I already respected and intended to protect Afghans in Afghanistan, I ended up understanding and liking the culture and the individuals even more than I intended, right? I came to respect and understand and bring back some cultural traits with me. And so I felt like I grew, and I also saw others who had negative feelings about Afghans come to appreciate them, and a handful of people who dug their heels in and said and felt worse things about Afghans. And I think the key was just that most of us felt more positively over time with exposure.